Back in 2016, Sony was doing something really unique with its smartphones. While everyone else was going for curves and flashy designs, Sony stayed loyal to its classic boxy look, clean, minimal, and sharp. One of those phones was the Sony Xperia XA, model F3111. It wasn't a flagship. It was a mid-range phone designed to bring that Sony experience to more people. Fast forward to 2025, and this little device is almost 9 years old. So, how does it perform today? Is it still usable, or is it just a piece of tech nostalgia? Let's find out. The Xperia XA still looks surprisingly nice even today. It has that signature Sony design, rectangular, thin, and compact. At only 5 inches, it feels tiny compared to modern phones, but it's light, comfortable, and easy to hold with one hand, something we miss in 2025. The display is a 720p IPS LCD, and while that doesn't sound impressive now, it still looks good for everyday use. Colors are decent, brightness is okay, and the edge-to-edge side bezels still give it a modern touch. Sony's design language really aged well. This phone doesn't look outdated, just retro cool. Now let's talk about performance. And here's where time really shows. The Xperia XA runs on a MediaTek Helio P10 processor with 2 GB of RAM. Back in 2016, that was fine for everyday tasks, but in 2025, it's struggling. Simple apps like Chrome, WhatsApp, or even the Play Store take longer to load, and multitasking is nearly impossible. Most modern apps are too heavy for the old hardware. And games? Forget about it. Even something as simple as Subway Surfers might stutter. But surprisingly, if you just need it for calls, messages, and music, it still works. There's a certain charm in how simple and distraction-free it feels today. The Xperia XA originally shipped with Android 6 Marshmallow, and later got an update to Android 7.0 Nougat. And that's where the support ended. So, in 2025, you're stuck with a very old version of Android. That means no security updates, no dark mode, and limited app support. Many modern apps won't install from the Play Store, and even if they do, they might crash or simply refuse to run. However, if you're a tech enthusiast, you can install a custom ROM like Lineage OS to bring it up to Android 10 or 11. That gives it a second life with better performance and app compatibility. Still, it's not a beginner-friendly process, and the hardware limits will always hold it back. Sony's old UI, though, was clean and lightweight. If you're using the stock version, it still feels simple and well-organized, without unnecessary bloatware. Something we can't say about many modern phones. The 13-megapixel main camera was actually pretty good for its time. In good lighting, it still captures decent shots. Sharp, colorful, and detailed enough for casual use. Low light performance, though, is rough. Lots of noise and slow shutter speeds. The 8-megapixel front camera is still okay for quick selfies, and that's something Sony always did well, even on its budget phones. Battery life? Well, the 2,300 mAh battery definitely shows its age. If it's the original one, it probably doesn't last more than a few hours. But if you've replaced it, you can still squeeze out half a day of light use. Calls, music, and maybe a bit of YouTube on Wi-Fi. So, is the Sony Xperia XA usable in 2025? Honestly, only for the basics. It's slow, outdated, and lacks software support. But it's also a reminder of when smartphones were simpler, smaller, and less overwhelming. If you find one lying around, don't throw it away. Charge it, power it on, and enjoy that classic Sony design one more time. It might not compete with modern flagships, but it still carries that special Sony charm that many phones today just don't have. Thanks for watching. If you enjoy these tech nostalgia videos, don't forget to like, subscribe, and tell me in the comments. What was your first Sony Xperia phone?